बोल वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की श्री राधा मदन मोहन देव जी की श्री भावनासार संग्रह ग्रंथ की जय। कृष्णदास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। श्री निताय गौर हरि गिरिराज धरण की जय। श्री गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय। श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय गोविंद जय जय गोपाल जय जय। श्री राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय राधा रमण हरि गोविंद जय जय। बोल वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। ओम नमो भगवते पुराण पुरुषोत्तमाय। ओम जयति पराशर सूनु सत्यवती हृदय नंदनो व्यासो यस्यास्ति कमलगल्तम वाग्मय ममृतम जगत पिबति विश्वसर्गादि नवलक्षण लक्षतम श्री कृष्णाक्षम परम धाम जगद्धाम नमामि तत्। हृदयस्य प्रेरणया प्रवर्तितो हम बराक रूपोऽपि तस्य हरे पदकमलम्। वंदे श्री चैतन्य देवस्य वंदे हम श्री गुरु श्री पदकमलम श्री गुरु वैष्णवांश श्री रूपम साग्र जातम सहगण रघुनाथान्वितम तम सजीवम साद्वैतम सावधूतम परिजन सहितम श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य देवम श्री राधा कृष्ण पादान सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश आजान लंबित भुजौ कनकावदातौ संकीर्तनैक पितरौ कमलाय ताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालौ वंदे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ नारायण नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पत्तानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। हे श्री सनातन प्रभु करुणाम्बुराशे हे रूप दुर्गति जनहित दयावलोक हे भक्ति सुमते रघुनाथ दासो श्री जीव में पुरुष मंद मते दयांगला। बोलो वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की श्री गुरुदेव। वेरी वेरी ऑस्पिशियस श्री भावनासार संग्रह। Devotee always meditate, and for his meditation and remembrance of asta-kaliya-lila, the Sharanagati, subordination of Shri Gurudev, Shri Dham, Shri Nam, Shri Radha Govindadev, Shri Madan Mohan Dev is very, very much essential. So first of all, he is praying accordingly to Shri Chaitanya Chandroday Natak, Anand Vrindavan Champu. According to Anand Vrindavan Champu, Shri Siddha Krsnadasa Babaji Maharaj has previously in third verse has offered his obeisances in the lotus feet of Shri Krishna Chandra, and he is giving a metaphor as the charan of Shri Krishna, the feet of Shri Krishna is just like a lotus, And its beauty is a pushpakosh like, and his thighs are just like the stuff. Yeah, stuff. So that and the bhakta are always remembering him. So bhakta shraddha madho nakh maha kunj kinjal kajalam jangha nalam charan kamalam patana utnar. The jangha thigh is just like a nal, and patvat utnare. We are taking shelter of Sri Krishna, and the sweetness is just like the pollen. Now he is referring Bhakta Rasamrita Sindhu, and he is saying Bhakta Rasamrita Sindhu Charta, the fourth verse. Bhakta Rasamrita Sindhu Charta Paribhut Kal Jal Bhya. Bhakta Makaran Ali Makaran Shilit Mukt Nadi Kan Namasyami. I am offering my obeisances to those bhakta who are just like a crocodile. Giving a metaphor, crocodile, a simile of crocodile. Okay, bhakta makaram. I am praying bhakta makar. They are just like crocodile, and as a brave crocodile always roams, he moves in the bhakta in the Sindhu, in the ocean. In the same way, Bhakta Rasamrita Sindhu, those crocodiles are, these bhakta are always moving in the Bhakta Rasa Sindhu, in the ocean.
Makara is dolphin or?
Is it dolphin? It's a fish? Or
Yes, Makara, yes, maybe dolphin. Yeah, maybe dolphin. Maybe dolphin. So Makar is both. Makar is called, but here it's dolphin.
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 That is not crocodile. Yes. Yes. So Bhakta Rasamrita Sindhu Charta Paribhut Kal Jal Bhya, and they are not afraid of any net that they will be caught in that net. So Paribhut means they have defeated, they have left the bhai, the fear of being caught.
So I read somewhere that Makara has the front of one animal and the back of another, something like this.
No. Makar, here we should take the crocodile is a dangerous, so dolphin is fine.
They like to play.
Yes. So Paribhut Kal Jal Bhya, whereas Paribhut means surpassed the fear of binding in the Kal Jal, in the net of the time. Kal Jal Bhya. Bhakta Makaran Ashilit Mukta Nadi. So we are praying those fishes, those dolphins, fishes, who has Ashilit Mukta Nadi Kan, who have not even liked, they did not like even Mukta Nadi, the river that is Mukti, salvation river, they do not like that even. Tan Namasyami. So that means who has left the desire of being salvation and merging in Brahma. Even they are not desiring that, and who are Bhakta Rasamrita Sindhu, in this ocean, Bhakti Rasa ocean, they are always moving and playing there. And Parvut Kal Jal there, and they do not have any hesitation and fear of Kali wind. So the time cannot check them. So Bhakta Makaran, these Bhakta are just like a Makar. So dolphin. So Mukta Nadi Kan, Ashimit Mukta Nadi Kan, and they are not requiring even Mukta Nadi. The merging salvation, they do not require even moksha. Then what saying of Swarga. And first of all, a person, a devotee, thinks himself, meditates himself as a student of Sri Nimai Pandit in Sri Navadvip-lila, and he remembers the routine of Sri Mahaprabhu. And in one stroke, this Mahaprabhu asta-kaliya-lila is being remembered. Yeah. Prage Sri Vasasya, Dujkul Bari, Nishput Bari, Putadhana Prekhai, Sapadi Gata Nidraha Pulakitam, Hare Parshve Radha Sthitam, Manu Bhavantam, Nain Jai, Jalai Siktangam, Varkan Gauram, Bhajmana. So Prage Shri Vasatya Dujipul Barai Nishput Barai. After doing Sankirtan Ras in the late night, Sri Mahaprabhu then went in a hut of Sri Srivas Pandit. So in Srivas Pandit, in the garden of Srivas Pandit, he has a great big house, and there is a very beautiful garden, and there in garden Sri Mahaprabhu is doing in Anand, Mahaprabhu is doing Sankirtan, and after doing Sankirtan and taking rest, she went to the Nikunj, where he will sleep. Yes. So Prage Srivasa, so Prage means he went. Srivasa se Dujpul Ravai, Nishput Bhare. While he was sleeping there, in the morning, at the dawn time, the birds started to make noise.
And it took us.
Yes. Cuckoo, cuckoo, and other swan. So, Dujpul Vare. Dvij means who bonds twice. That is so he is called Dvij. Once as in the form of egg, and then he gets in the form of the bird. The form of bird is so it takes twice birth. So it is called Dvij. In the same way, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, they are all called Dvij because by the kindness of Shri parents, Mata Pita, they get one birth. And the other birth is while they get Shri Yagyopavit and Gayatri Mantra. So that is the second birth. So they are called, yes. So Dvij, who bonds twice. So he is called Dvij. And so the case is with ladies, while they get married, then that is the their second birth. So that is also. So they are also this. So Prage Srivasa said Dvijkul Ravai. So Dvijkul means the birds are making sound. Nishput Bhare. And Shri Mahaprabhu is sleeping. Shri Nimai Pandit is sleeping in a hut. Nishput Bhare. Nishput means hut. Yes, Kunj. Purtadhane Prekhai. And the sound is being improving from all sides. So pratidhvanam prekhai sapadi gati nidraha. Continuously seeing the pratidhvan, the goosh, the ego. So ego is also going on there. So pratidhvanam by ego prekhai sapadi gati nidraha. Listening it, Sri Mahaprabhu awoke and pulkita. And Sri Mahaprabhu was seeing the swapna or the lila. So he pulkitaha. He was horrified and his hairs was standing. Hare Parshve Radha Sit Manobhavantam. Sri Mahaprabhu was remembering the meeting of Sri Radha and Krishna. And Sri Radha is existing. Sri Radha is standing, is sitting in the side of Sri Shamsundar. Men Jalai Sittangam, and Sri Mahaprabhu is just wet with his tears. Var Kanaka Gauram. Mahaprabhu is shining just like a gold. Var Kanaka Gauram. Bhajimana. Oh my man, you remember and you serve Sri Mahaprabhu. So in this way, a person is thinking himself and he is serving as a student of Sri Nimai Pandit in that morning, in every morning in the garden of Sri Srivas Pandit. And in Nishant-lila, that is from 3:36 to 6. So he is remembering that. So in the starting of Nishant, he is remembering. Gauram Bhajamana. And then Sri Mahaprabhu Hare Parshve Radha Stitam Anubhavantam. While Mahaprabhu is meditating Sri Radhika with Sri Krishna, then Sri Mahaprabhu enters as a Sakhi in the Nikunj Mandir. Mahaprabhu has all bhav. He has Radha bhav, he has Krishna bhav, he has Narayan bhav, he has Sakhi bhav, he has Manjari bhav, every bhav he has. So Sri Mahaprabhu entered in the Nikunj Mandir as a Sakhi. And with Sakhi, the co-Sakhi, as a co-Sakhi, Shri, that Bhakti is also entered in the Nikunj Mandir. And now he gets the entrance in Brij-lila, Nikunj-lila. And Shri Rupa Swamiji is describing this lila of Brij-lila. Ratrante tasya vinde rit bahu biravai bodhitau kidisari Padyai Hridai Ravadyai Rat Shuk Shaina Dattitau Tau Sakhi Drishtau Hrishtau Tadatmo Ditarat Laltau Kakhati Shashankau Radha Krishnau Satrishnav Api Niji Niji Dhamni Apt Talpau Smaram. In one stroke, Sri Rupa Swamiji is receiving the Lila, Nishant-lila. And this is the main sutra of whole Lila. Sri Rupa Swamiji has written only 8 stroke of 8 times. But Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj has extended it into 22 chapters. Adhyay. So the extension of one stroke is can be found in so many 3 or 4 chapters also, and it is illustrated there by Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj and Sri Krishnamrit Kaunti and Sri Vishnu Chakravarti's Krishna Bhavanamrita and Sri and all the collection of these books is done by Sri Krsnadasa Tatapada.
And Gutika is separate.
Yes. Tika is?
Gutika.
Gutka, yes. Gutka is, yes. Gutka is. And he has written this as a Gutka. So that Gutkas was onward. Those was collected and was written by their disciples. So Ratrante, it is 3:30 a.m. and at that time, Sri Trasna Vrindavan Bahu Bhiravai, Sri Vrinda is want to see the pastimes of Sri Krishna, Sri Vrinda Devi, and other all Vanaspati trees, all then everything is Pashu, Pakshi. These are birds. These are under control of Sri Vrinda Devi. So Sri Vrinda then evoke Sri Sudhi Sarika and Vichakshan Shuk and other Pakshi birds, and they started to make noise. So Dujikul Barai, Dujikul Ravai. That means the sound of Dujikul, those birds.
Two birds.
Yes. Ravi Bodhitav. Sri Radha Krishna Abok. Kirasari Padya. And mainly the disciple of Sri Vrindaji is Vichakshan Shukla and Sudhi Sarika. So Vichakshan and Sudhi, both Abok and Padyai Hridyayi Rabadhyai, they started to pray Sri Radha Krishna. As it will be described onward, Jai Sukh Sundho, Gokul Bandho, Jagri Talpam, Teji Shashikalpam, Yata Rajini. So in this way, he is Shuk and Sarika, both are praying as a servant or as a prayer. Bandijan, Stuti Karne Wali. They pray a empire. In the same way, here the Pakshi, these birds are praying Sri Radha Krishna to awake them. So Bodhitav Kirisari, Padyai Hridyayi, their poetry is very much Hridyayi, very much attractive. Padyai Hridyayi. So Padyai Hridyayi, Hridya Rapi Sukha. Though Sri Radha Krishna is not desiring to awake so early, even then, Hridya Mapi, they are not liking it. Even then, Sukha Shayanat Utsitav, they awoke from their shayan, their bed. Sukshayan is a very suggestive word. That means where Sri Prihalal, both are having a great sukh. So that position is called Sukshayan. So that is very much suggestion. And Sri Rasikjan always says that indicates without descripting it. They have a technical word that is Sukshan. Sukshan is the interaction of Sri Radha, Milan of Sri Radha. Sukshan means the Milan of Sri Radha. So they evoke from there. At that push, Sukhshayana Uttitav. And in Sri Mahavani ji and in Brij Sahitya, Sukhshayan is always indicates the Milan of Shri Radha, meeting of Shri Radha. So that is the
They are not separate.
most suggested thing.
No separate.
Suksha, yes. So it has a special meaning. Suksha. So Sukshana, that is very comfortable. The bed is very much comfortable. Normally the meaning is that, but it says something more. Not the comfortable bed only, but it suggests something more. So Sukshana Utthitam Tahu Sakhi Drishtam. And before that, Shri this Manjari is also present there previously, because it is the time, and Shri Leela Shakti always makes Sakhi evoke, and Sakhi and Manjari awakes far earlier than Shri Radha. And taking bath before this Manjari goes to Shri Gur Manjari, and she services Shri Gur Manjari and make him within, and preparing him and serving him, and with Shri Gur Manjari, the Manjari is going to serve Shri Krishna. So the place of sleeping of Manjari is just in the outer courtyard of Shri Nikunj Mandir. That means Shri the Mandir, Anangarang Kunj, where Shri Priyalal is sleeping. He out of that courtyard, out of that hall, Shri Priyalal, where they sleep. The Manjari sleeps in his Nishkunj. So the kutia of Shri Manjari is also there, and that is in the courtyard of that. And in courtyard she is also sleeping. So she awakes, and then she goes immediately to serve and to awake Shri Gurudev, Guru Manjari. Guru Manjari also in the form of Shri Manjari, in Siddha soul. And she services Shri Guru Manjari, awakes him, make him take in bath, makes him take bathing, and preparing him. And he also gets prepared and very much ornamented. As I am the Sakhi, I am the Manjari of Shri Priyaju, Shri Radha, Shri Madhumati. So I am not an ordinary person. I am also very much beautiful. So he thinks himself, that Manjari, she thinks himself that I am not a ordinary. I am also a very beautiful, and I also have the all garments and all ornaments. Those are given by Shri Radharani, and they are the remittances of Shri Radharani. So those are not the ordinary things. So she prepares himself, herself, by those garments and those dresses and those ornaments. And as she is also very beautiful, and she is of the age of 13 and a half. But so he thinks himself that I am this. I am the servant of maid servant of Shri Radharani. So thinking himself, herself, she is prepared, and she prepares the Srimad Gurudev. And in the subordination of Shri Gurudev, she proceeds to the Anangaranga Kunj. And in Anangaranga Kunj, by window, there is somewhere it is described that Anangaranga Kunj is having ashtakon, 8 dimensions, 8 corners. So 8 corners. And there are 8 gates on every direction. gates on 4 direction, and in the side directions also. There are 8 gates. 4 gates are bigger. 4 gates are a little shorter, even small. They are smaller, and on the both side of every gate, there is 2 windows. That means 16 windows are also there. And on those windows, the creepers are there. And those creepers are working as the curtains. And through those curtains, removing them with his fingers, the now Manjari is seeing that Leela, that what is going on there in the hall, in the Anangaranga Kunj. So she says that, she sees that, and while that she sees that Sri Radha Krishna has awoken and Sri Vrindaji has motivated, they ordered those birds to make noise, and at that time she gets that it is my time. So Manjari has no hesitation, and they have the authority to enter in the bedroom of Sri, in the sleeping room of Sri Siddha Krsnadasa, in the Nish Mandir. Sakhi has some hesitations, but Manjari never has any hesitation. In any position, Sri Siddha Krsnadasa is there. Even then, she can enter there. So Manjari enters. Now Manjari enters there and without making noise, because Sri Priyalali is not awoke so far. So she cleans the hall. She prepares everything what Sri Priyalal will require onward. So she creates everything. That means she creates the water jug, something to drink, in a bowl, gulab jal, and other things, so that the mass that is in the body of Sri Priyaju, Sri Lalji, she has to remove that. So she prepares without making any noise, because still they are sleeping. And Sri Priyalal both are just sleeping and taking his, changing his side. Even then, they are not responsive anything. And Sakhi is saying that, Manjari is saying that, see that Sri Priyalal is awoke. So Sakhi bhi drishta. Sri Manjari is seeing them, and Manjari has entered there, and onward, the Sakhigan, Sri Lalita Vishakha, they also reaches there. So first of all, the Manjari enters there, and then the Sakhigan, Sri Lalita Vishakha, they enters there. But not enters in the room, in the hall. They will not enter there. They will enter and they will peep out through those creepers, through those curtains. That what is the shobha of Sri, beauty of Sri Priyalal while they are sleeping at that time.
Nava Manjari can see, or this only refer to Rupa and Rati Manjari. This category of Manjari.
Yes. So Uttitavato Sakhi bhi. With Sakhigan, so Sakhi will also follow it. Drishtam. And while Shri Yugal Sarkar is seen by those Sakhis, then both gets Krishna very much. Shri Radha Krishna, the couple, gets very much Krishna, very much enlightened. Shri Radha Krishna is also enlightened because their sleeping was now over. So Krishna, they are very much happy. Tadatpo dit rata laltam kakhati gi shashankau. And then they sit sometime on the bed, and then Shri Priyaju, she stands up. And Sakhina also entered there. And Sakhi is just seeing the Shobha of Sri Radharani, and they are having some joke also there. Some very sweet conversations they are also doing. And at that time, Sakhina, having the bowl of gulab jal and other, they removes the marks of a Milan on the faces of Sri Yugal Sarkar both, and creates, and sometimes the things are spreading. So at that time, Sri Vrindaji gives the betel leaves, that is placed, the remittance of betel leaves that is placed in the Ogaldan spit. So she distributes it to other Sakhis also. Shri Vrinda comes and Shri Vrinda will distribute. And Shri Chitra will collect the pearls, Muktahar. And the pearls, those are spreading all over the Shaya. And she will give it to the other Sakhis, distribute it to other Sakhis. So in this way, and sometimes some mala, some garlands, some harp, and the pearls, those will also be distributed. And then Shri Priyalal will come. If it is the summertime, then they will come and they will sit just out of that sleeping hall. They come on the east side, and there is a great Singhasan. And Shri Priyalal both will sit there, and at that time, sometimes in the season of winter, the hall is very great, and there is also a Singhasan. Sofa is there, and Shri Priyalal sits there, and all Sakhigan just enters and sits around Shri Priyalal. And they all praise Shri Radha Krishna that, oh Shri Radhike, always give us the fortune of serving you in this way. They pray. And Shri Priyalal and the various quote, because Sakhi Gunan ki khan hai, kahe rasli ba. Sakhi are, they are the khan of all qualities. And they always speak very sweet things. So they are the treasure, they are the treasures of all good things. And they always speak very sweetly. And their speaking is always to increase the interest of Shri Priyalal and to increase the love, the density and the greatness and the the extension of that love. So they always say in this way. So Sakhi are praying Shri Priyalal, and then there Shri Vrindaji performs Mangala Arati. So that is Mangala Arati. And in that Kunji. Sakhigana is also seen that. So Radha Krishna Satrishna. So Udit Rati Laltav. Udit Rati Laltav. Their Rati is Udit, is spouting and it is increasing. Rati उत्पन्न भी हो रही है और बढ़ भी रही. So that is spouting and increasing. So Rati Laltav, the beauty of Sri Priyalal is extraordinary, and they are Rati Laltav. They are very much interested to each other. And while the Sakhi is praying and everybody is enjoying, relishing that time, Sri Vrindaji is thinking the Leela Shakti, Vrinda is Leela Shakti. So Leela Shakti is thinking that Sri Yashoda may bait Sri Krishna. In the same way, Sri Jatla and other may wait Sri Radharani. So let both of them proceed to their homes. So Sri Vrinda teaches, gives lesson to a Kakhati Badariya. That is kit, Kakhati Badariya. She is very dangerous also. She shows not dangerous, but she shows that she will bite. So that Kakhati Badariya, that speaks in the voice of like a human and says that, oh, just see that this morning is now presented. The dawn has presented and sun is going to rise. So the rays of sun, the sun is not still arise. Even then, arrows. Even then, the rays are coming out, and the rays are just similar as if they are the hairs of a old Brijvasin Maya. Jatla. So Jatla is Brijvasin Maya, and she is Jatla. She is also have the matted hairs. So Jatla. Yes, matted hair. Jatla. So she is also coming in this way. So and just Sri Radharani listens the name of Jatla, and she becomes afraid. So this should be very much clear that so far Sri Priyalal is in the Nikunj Mandir. He do not, though both of them, they do not remember that there is any other world rather than this Nikunj. And their Leela is mainly just like the Mantropasana in the Nikunj Mandir.
This is Paramasriya.
Yes, and their bhav is Paramasriya. Yes, that's right. Their bhav is Paramasriya. And the bhav of all Sakhigan is even, that is also of Paramasriya. These are the Nikunj Nayak, Nikunjeshwari, and we are serving him. We are his Antaras, and we are serving him. They do not remember that there is any other word less than this. But while Sri Leela Shakti remembers them, reminds them that there is also a other world, then they remember. And they got the bhav, that we are Parakiya. Now the Parakiya Bhav comes in them. So while they are serving, there is no Parakiya Bhav. There is neither Swakiya Bhav, neither Parakiya Bhav, but there is Paramasuriya Bhav. That we are not different to Sri Priyalal. Priyalal, both are not the separate thing. They are one and they are serving to each other. They are made to serve each other. They think only this. And they do not have any idea that there is any other world is also there. But while Sri Leela Shakti reminds them, then they got this idea, and then Sri Radharani becomes very much perturbed, afraid, and in hurriness. Sri Radhika and Krishna, they takes their dupatta, their only their clothes, and the clothes are changed. Sri Radhika has taken the pitambara, yellowish, golden, and Sri Krishna has taken the cloth of Sri Radhika, that is Nilamba. So Krishna is wearing Nilamba now, changing, and Sri Radhika is wearing pitambara. And they goes, and sometimes embracing and placing his hand on the left shoulder of Sri Vishwanandani, Sri Rasishwari, Sri Krishna and Sri Radhika is going on, and while there is they get a two-way. Then Sri Krishna proceeded to Sri Nandagam, and Sri Radharani proceeds to Sri Javat or Sri Barsan.
She stayed 7 months.
Yes.
7 months in
Yes.
Javat and 5 months.
Yes, yes. So, yeah, they have given a list that when Sri Radharani is in Javat and then she is in Barsan. So they have also given this. Not. I have given it in the 6th volume of Srimad Bhagavatam in appendix. I have given it. So Radha Krishna, Sakrishna, Niji Dhamni, Aptatalpav. They are Aptatalpav, they sleep there and get a sleep also. A little sleep there, and after some time getting that sleep, they both arise. Aptalpa Smaran, and I am remembering him. So this is this verse is of Sri Rupa Swamiji, Smar Mangalaspo. And now the illustration of this bird is extension of this word is described here. Pratista seva pratibodhita sada tanabhyas jishoth kinkari midraiva ratram tamavetya sad jaho saiva swayam jagaryan chakarake. Pratistu seva avasara. While the seva avasar is presented in the morning, in the early morning, the seva avasar is appeared, and that seva avasar himself evokes Sri Manjarigan in their kunj. Manjarigan is also sleeping on the courtyard or in his kunj, but who evoke Manjarigan? Manjarigan will evoke this. Now Manjari will evoke Sri Gol Manjari, and Gun Manjari will evoke Shri Lalita Vishakha, and then Shri Lalita Vishakha will awake Shri Radha Krishna. But who will awake Shri Manjari? So he is saying that the time the Leela Shakti will awake him. So, Pratistu Seva Avasar Prabodhita. The Seva Avasar is the main thing. And as the Seva Avasar is there, then the Manjari are evoking. So Pratistu, at the as it is presented, the Seva Avasar, the time of Seva is presented, then Prabodhita, the Manjari is evoking. Sadatanabhyas Jishot Kinkari. The Kinkari is always has the practice to serve Shri Krishna. Sadatan Abhyas Jisha, because she is habitual, she is habitual of doing seva. Sadatan Abhyas Jisha. She always have this practice. Nidraiva Ratrayante Mavete Sa Jahu. The Nidra is herself came as a servant, and she Nidra has awakened the Manjari that you stand up, now you leave the sleeping and be prepared to serve Shri Krishna. Realize. So Nidraiva Ratrantam Avetya. The Nidra herself knew it that the Ratri is over, night is over. So Nidraiva Ratrantam Avetya, seeing that Ratri is gone. Ta Jahu. The sleeping has left this Sakhila, this Manjarika. So here subject is Nidra. Nidra is the Karta. So Nidra has left Sakhigana. Sakhigana has not left Nidra, but Nidra has left Sakhigana. So here Nidra is also a Sakhi. And everything is here Chetan. Nothing is Jam. Everything is Chetan. So Nidra itself is being Chetan, very much conscious. Nidra has left Shri Sakhigana, so Sakhigana evoke. So that is the main, very great thing. And Shri Krishna Bhavana in Bhavana, Krishna Bhavana, Shri Vishnu Chakravarti is saying that they have not left Nidra. Nidra has left them. So Nidra is Ratrantam with Nidra, knowing that the night is over. Jahu, she left Shri Sakhigana. Or Swam, Saiva Swam, Jagaryan Chakarikin. And in this way, Saiva Swam, Jagaryan Chakaro. And Nidra has evoken Shri Sakhigana and Manjari. So Nidra left them, and Nidra has evoken the other Sakhigana also. That this is the avsar of Seva, and you be prepared. So this is the Kripa. If Kripa Shakti is there, then a person will leave his bag earlier. And if Kripa is not there, then he will remain sleeping. So we can think that how Kripa we are having. So does we have a eagerness to serve Shri Krishna or not? If we have the eagerness, then we will do the service. So Nidra is left. Uthai Talpa Chakte Kshana Kshana. The Sakhi and Manjari, all Uthaya, evoking and Talpat Chakte Kshana Kshana. Dohan आर्यो नागर चक्रवर्ती लो स्वापम रहा स्वापम अभंग मंगना आलक्ष तूष्णी अधिशय्य मासता. So Uthaya Talpat Chakti Kshakshan. The Sakhigan thought that this time is gone. Duhaniyo Nagar Chakravarti lo Swapam. And Shri Nagar Chakravarti, Shri Priyalal, both are Swapam. Duhan, they want to serve Duhan is serve. They want to serve Shri Radha Nagar. Swapam Swapam Abhanga Mangana. At that time, Shri Priyalal, still they have not given up. They are sleeping. Swapam Swapam Abhangam. They are sleeping here still. Abhanga Mangana. Then the all Angana, all ladies, these Manjari and Sakhi, both are seeing that Shri Radha Krishna still has not awakened and they have not left, they are sleeping. Alaksha Tushni Adhashayyam Asapo. So Swapa Shri, Shri Priyalal is Alaksha Tushni. They remain mute, but nobody is speaking, because if they will speak, then Shri Radha Krishna will evoke. So will awake. So they are still seeing Adhishaya Masato. They proceed near the Shaya of Shri Radha Krishna. So Thai Talpat Chakti Kshan, all gopis whose, all sakhis whose eyes are very much chanchal, chakit, astonished, they evoke and Duhanayor Nagar Chakravarti. They want to serve Shri Nagar Chakravarti. Swapam Swapam Abhanga Mangana. And they saw that Shri Radha Krishna has not left so far their need. They are sleeping. Alakshatushim Adhishaya Masapa. Seeing this, they proceed to the Shaya of Shri Krishna. That means the Bhavan, that hall of Shri Radha Krishna. The Shaya Bhavan of Shri Radha Krishna. Papracha Anyoni Imam Imam Mea Rasam Parihas Bhatam Sajibreya Girachara Jagar Mool Gurnanaha Swaswach Bringi Tat Lead Bakshasaha. So Papracha Anyoni Imam Anea Rasam Parihas Bhatam. They are Paprachu. They are asking that do Shri Radha Krishna has awoken or not? Have you seen them? So they are. That means, am I late? Am I not reached at the right time? So they have awoken or not? So they are very much cautious that we should not miss even a moment of that beauty of Shri seeing Shri Radha Krishna. So Papracha Anyonyam, they are the Sakhi friends are talking to each other that Anyonyam ki ima anya rasam parihas vritam sajimya. Have you seen Shri Radha Krishna? And if somebody has seen Sri Radha Krishna, then she is convincing, yes, still she is not, they both are not awoken and they still are sleeping and they are changing their sides. Only. So in this way, they make the other person updated of that lila. Rasam parihas vratam sajambhaya. And Shri De Sakhi and Shri Priyalal both are having the ras and parihas vratam. They are also having the very funny and jokeful mood. So, parihas vratam. They are Sri Radha Rasam parihas vratam. Sri Radha Krishna is also having some jolly mood. Jolly mood. Gira Chira Jagar Mood Gurdhanam. And they are speaking not clearly because still need is there. Nidra is there. So, Gira, so their speaking is not very much clear. Chira Jagar Mood Gurdhana. And due to that, they remain awoken for very, very late night. So their need is, their sleeping is not still fulfilled. So mood gurdhana, they also are having the bewilderingness, udghurna, dizziness in their mind. Thank you. So udghurna, swakshi bhringi tat lead bhakshasaha, swakshi bhringi tat lead bhakshasaha. And their eyes are always resting on their own chest or breast. Shri Radharani is just his eyes are not very much open. She is in gazing position. So eyes are not fully open. So their eyes are seeing their breast, her breast, and Shri Krishna is seeing his chest. So in this way, Bhakshasi lead lead Bhakshasaha. Their Netra Bhangi is still very beautiful Shova. So Shri Radha Krishna is seeing that because they are not fully awoken, so their eyes are eyelid are still being down, and they are seeing their chest, breast. So lead works. And then again, Papucha Anyoni Imam Anira Rasam Parihas Bhatam Jigumya. Papucha Anyonyam Imam. The Sakhi are sleeping and asking to know the thing that have you seen Sri Radha Krishna? Does Sri Radha Krishna has awoken or not so far? And the other is conveying that yes, they are not still awoken, they are still sleeping. And so let us rush to see that beauty. So in this way, all rushes to that Nukunj Mandir, Shriya Mandir, and Rasam Parihas Vritam Sajamaya. And there they see that Shri Radha Krishna is having a very humorous mood, and they are speaking very in humorous way. They are just speaking and murmuring something. So Parihas Vritam and Sajambhaya, and they are taking Jamai yawning. So yawning. So Sajambhaya, yawning was earth. And Gira Chara Jagar Mool Goluna. And his their language, their voice are still trembling, not very much clear. And Chirat Jagat Mood Gurna, though they remain awoken for a late night, so their Mitra is still not fulfilled. And Mood Gurdhana, they are having the Udghurna, Mursha Dasha, and Udghurna Dasha, and Swabhakshe, Bhangi Tak Reed Bhakshasaha. Their eyes are, their sight is seeing to their own chest. Nishant, in this way, Nishant Sevochit Malya Vitika, Krityat Chitta, At Kachadahata, Anang Badhan Yuvadvayo Chalat, Saurabhya Saurabhya Bati, Rasochala. Some Nishant Sevochit Malya Vitika. So all Manjari are involved in their duties. It should be always think that one should not think that there is the crowd. Every Manjari thinks that when few Manjaris are there, and I will get a chance to serve Krishna. Otherwise, we will think that where I stand, I am nowhere. So there are so many Manjari, and in that crowd, who will take my seva? But it is not. Sri Radha Krishna is Sri Madan Mohan is so kripalu. He will always take the seva of a very, very little Manjari. They will take the seva of every Manjari. And in so many forms or in so many positions, Sri Priyalal takes the very shortest and very teeny seva even. They accept the seva of every person. So here, the Sakhi, those are in that, and they are not making noise because Sri Radha Krishna is sleeping. So without noiselessly, without noise, they are doing the services and doing services there. Some Nishant Sevochit Malya Vitika. Somebody is preparing. This Dasi is also preparing Malya Vitika, the garland that is proper for the morning, very dawn time, and somebody is preparing the betel leaves, Vitika, Krityat Chitta. They are very much cautious in their duties. Kritya means duty. Atya Chitta, they are very much cautious. And very cautiously, they are performing their duties. So, Krityatya Chitta, At Kachadahata, Anangabadhan. And one is saying to others, because this is the nature of Sakhi, that if she will see the beauty of Sri Radha Krishna, she cannot resist herself describing it. So this is the swabhava of Gopi, that whatever she has experienced, she will say, she will convey it to his companion. So in this way, the Sakhi is talking and sharing their experiences to each other. So Ananga Badhan Yuvadvayo Chalak. Sri Priyalal, both are Ananga Badhanga, are embracing to each other. So Ananga Badha Anga. So they are not still separated. So in Ananga, they have embraced so far. Yuvadvayo Chalak, Saurabh, and at that time, the fragrance of Sri Yugal Sarkar is the odor of fragrance of Gandha, of fragrance of Sri Yugal Sarkar is coming out. And Sri Priyaji has the fragrance of Kamal. In the same way, Sri Krishna has the fragrance of Neel Kamal. And a Swan Kamal and Neel Kamal, the fragrance of both Kamal are just mixing there. And that mixing is Shnitai Gaur Rani. Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki Jai. Sri Siddha is also can be relished there. Yeah. Yes.
So the Manchari, they awake in the courtyard in front, but do they have their own coaches also sometimes?
Yes. The both thing is there. Sometimes they have their own kunja, and sometimes they are they sleep because they should be always available to Sri Yugal Sarkar. As Yugal Sarkar even takes shy or even makes a little noise, even then those Sakhi are so cautious, those Manjari are so cautious that they awake immediately and they reaches there. They are present. So they are always nearest to Sri Yugal Sarkar. Sakhi are not nearest. Sakhis are not near. Manjaris are nearest. And they are always available to Sri Yugal Sarkar. So to get themselves available and in the presence of Sri Yugal Sarkar, they always remains nearest to the place. So sometimes they sleeps in the open, that means in the courtyard, or sometimes they also get if the winter season is there, cold is much more, then they also have, and that their kunja of a dasi is also nearer to Sri Yugal Sarkar. That is not far. On one call, she immediately can reach there. Immediately she can reach there. So that's it. And as it is that Cooper is the Nukunj Mandir or Shaya Mandir, and the petals, 8 petals, there those are the kunja of Ashtasakhigan, and where the petal is joined to the Cooper, that place is the place of Manjari. So Sakhi are farther and Manjari is nearer to, and she is just in the it can be said that she is in the courtyard of the Shaya. Govind Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Govind Jai Gopal Jai Shri Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai Shri Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai